Okay, thank you again for stopping in at Nine War Chronicles, and today I wanted to profile one of my favorite characters, and this of course is Vixen of DC Comics, who is also Jiwe McCabe. Now, she's known as Vixen, but also the animal avatar and the totem bearer. And this is a character I really like a lot. You've probably seen her in her associations with the Justice League in various iterations. She's occasionally infiltrated into the Suicide Squad. She's been part of Birds of Prey and some other groups, including the Shadow Fighters. She's typically based out of like Detroit, New York City, or often on global missions. Like she represents a very urban take on comic books. And she was first introduced in July 1981. But let's really talk about this character here. A fascinating character, right? She was born to an African nation, Zambesi, and her mother was murdered, and her father, who was the village reverend or holy man, and the protector of this Tantu Totem, was killed by his brother, or his half-brother, who was a General McCabe, because he had this totem, which had a lot of power. So Jiwe goes to America. There she becomes this very successful model, but she's always kind of trying to get back to where her roots are. Eventually, she recovers this Tantu Totem, which is a mystical artifact, which has been passed down to her family, and it grants the wearer the power to channel the abilities of any animal. So it's really tuned in with like animal force nature. And with these new abilities, she immediately took to fighting crime. Like she has a natural instinct for protection. She's very honorable, comes from a good family. And that led her into her time with the Justice League, where she proven herself to be a very versatile combatant. Now, she really relies on one weapon, which is this Tantu Totem. And I'll talk about this talisman in a separate video because it's deserved of it. But this essentially grants her animal abilities. So she can take on almost any form. She can mimic the abilities of any animal. So she gets enhanced senses. She gets, smelling, vision, whatever the animal she chooses, a hawk for eyes, maybe like a bloodhound for scent or whatever, right? She has superhuman strength. She can channel the might of creatures like elephants or bears. She can tap into any creature that has a regenerative ability. I'm sure like some forms of lizards. She can fly by mimicking birds. She's got aquatic ability based on marine or aquatic animals. And she has the ability to absorb energy based on things we've seen from her with like mimicking an eel. So she has really the most versatile skill set we've seen. On top of this, of course, comes this mystical connection that she can tap into this force, which is called the red, which is the life force of all animals. So you put that together with her nature, which she is very fierce and tactical. She's a great leader. She's very charismatic, very confident in herself, highly intelligent, and she's very justice driven. Like I said, she has this need to do right, and so if she sees something wrong, Vixen's gonna get after her, man. She's really gonna get after her and fixing that. So she's a very versatile fighter who I feel like everything about her mental game is in the right place. Starts off a little rough. Her parents were fighters, man, keeping this sacred knowledge passed along, making her one of the more powerful and one of the more versatile characters we've seen from DC Comics. Now, overall, I rank her right about a 6.5, because with her skill set, she can, if you've got the ability to heal, you can move at super speeds, you can do a wide skill set, and with that intelligence and her training, I think she's really manifest that. So thank you again. If you have more that you want to add to this, brief piece on Vixen, drop it in the comment section. I'm going to come back later and talk about some of the mythical aspects of who she is in a later video, and I'll drop the links to that along with this as well. So thanks for stopping in. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe.